In the grand and often tumultuous history of boxing, the heavyweight division has always held a special, almost mythical status. For years, the division was in a state of flux, defined by a moment of greatness, but lacking a singular, unifying figure to anchor it. That all changed in recent years. Thanks to a remarkable resurgence, a golden era brought to life by the masterful and singular talent of Oleksandr Usyk. The year 2024 was a watershed moment, a year defined by a captivating, high-stakes saga between Usyk and the larger-than-life Tyson Fury. Over the course of 2 historic bouts, the smaller, more agile Ukrainian fighter outmaneuvered, outthought, and ultimately outfought his formidable rival, securing back-to-back victories that sent a powerful message to the boxing world. With those wins, Usyk didn't just win a title. He put an emphatic stamp on what has undeniably turned into a legendary career, cementing his place as the undisputed heavyweight king of his generation and a tactical genius for the ages. But for a man with an insatiable hunger to compete and profound love for the sport that seems to transcend all logic, 2 monumental victories were not enough. Usyk carried his winning momentum into 2025, with his eyes set on conquering yet another giant for a second time. The giant in question was Daniel Dubois, a powerful, young boxer who had rebuilt his career and reputation after his initial loss to Usyk in 2023. Dubois, fueled by a burning desire for revenge and a chance to prove his worth, earned a highly anticipated rematch at the iconic Wembley Stadium. The narrative was set for a dramatic showdown, a test of whether the young lion could overcome the veteran king. But instead of reclaiming glory, Dubois only helped Usyk to further cement his legacy. The heavyweight king, with the calm precision of a surgeon, methodically dismantled his opponent, ultimately knocking out the 27-year-old in the 5th round. This victory was the final piece of the puzzle, proving that Usyk was not just a master of defense and movement, but a devastating finisher when the opportunity arose. At this point, from a purely sporting perspective, there is truly nothing left for Usyk to accomplish. He has beaten the biggest names in the division. He has unified the belts, and he has demonstrated a level of skill and ring intelligence that is truly unparalleled. His list of accomplishments is complete, his legacy secure. The question now isn't about what he needs to prove, but why he continues to fight. As many have speculated, it appears he is now fighting simply for the record books and for the pure love of the game. He could walk away from the sport today, his place in boxing history forever etched in stone. He has nothing left to prove to anyone but himself. The question of retirement, in fact, was one of the first things put to Usyk in the ring after his victory over Dubois. He dismissed the idea with a smile and a shrug, telling reporters that at 38 years old, his body felt fresh and his spirit was ready for more challenges. But as is often the case in high-stakes, politically charged world of boxing, a fighter's public words can sometimes obscure a more complicated truth. Just this past Thursday, the renowned promoter Frank Warren revealed a surprising development. Usyk had filed an extension request for the upcoming negotiation period for his next fight, a mandated title defense against Joseph Parker. The reason given for this delay was a mysterious injury, a claim that immediately raised a storm of questions and suspicions throughout the boxing world. The timing and nature of this extension are, to say the least, curious. Joseph Parker is the WBO's mandatory challenger, and the organization has given Usyk a strict timeline to defend his heavyweight title against him. But for a fighter like Usyk, who has fought and defeated the very best, it hasn't been clear if a fight against Parker is truly the bout he wants. The boxing world, a place where business and politics often dictate a fighter's next move, is now left to wonder if this so-called injury is a genuine medical setback or simply a calculated excuse to buy more time and explore other, potentially more lucrative, options. The drama of the situation is heightened by a clear precedent in Usyk's own career. This is not the first time a situation like this has occurred in Usyk's career, and that historical parallel is a crucial piece of the puzzle. In a similar sequence of events that unfolded in Asterisk 2024, the IBF stripped Usyk of his belt when he chose to pursue the second Tyson Fury bout instead of fighting his then mandatory challenger, Daniel Dubois. The decision, while costly in terms of a title, was a strategic masterstroke, as the Fury fight was a far more significant event for his legacy and a far more lucrative opportunity. This past history provides a clear pattern of Usyk prioritizing legacy and big money fights over mandatory defenses. This makes the current request for an extension, based on a vague injury, look less like a medical necessity and more like a tactical decision to keep his options open and potentially bypass a fight he does not want. And yet, despite the ambiguity surrounding Usyk's intentions, there is no ambiguity about the challenger's worthiness. While Joseph Parker may not have the instant name recognition of some of the high-profile boxers in the division, he has more than earned his shot at the throne. Parker, a fighter who has had a consistent and durable presence in the heavyweight division for years, has undergone a remarkable career resurgence since his 2022 loss to the formidable asterisk Joe Joyce. Since that defeat, Parker has rattled off an impressive 6 straight victories, a clear sign of a fighter who is more focused, more determined, and more dangerous than ever before. His most recent win was a statement victory, a dominant second-round TKO over the respected and durable Martin Bacol, a performance that left no doubt in anyone's mind that Parker is a legitimate threat and not just a placeholder. Parker's journey to this moment has been a testament to his resilience, his hard work, and his unwavering commitment to the sport. He has fought his way back into a position of title contention, proving that he is more than just a gatekeeper. He is a contender who has earned his chance to compete against the very best. This is precisely why the delay in negotiations is so frustrating for him and his team. They have done everything right. They have fought their way to the front of the line, and now they are being forced to wait for the champion to decide if he even wants to fight. It is a predicament that highlights the stark power dynamics within the sport. The situation leaves the heavyweight division in a state of dramatic suspense. The champion, who has seemingly conquered all, is now faced with a decision that could define the final chapter of his career. Is he a fighter who will fulfill his obligations and face a deserving challenger? Or is he a businessman who will continue to prioritize a final, massive showdown against a different opponent? Potentially for even more money and more glory? The drama is building, and the heavyweight division, once again, is the center of the